Welcome back to Giulini Plays Random Stuff. Today, I'm gonna jump ship a little bit, going back from a Death Knight to a Priest. It's not one of the classes I enjoy the most, but I saw this Plague Priest designed by No Hands Gamer, I believe, or redesigned it based on another content creator's deck and sort of modified it. And I thought it looked really fun to play, so I thought might as well show that case this on the channel. If you're looking for a specific guide on it, how to mulligan, how to play it, I would suggest looking at No Hands Gamer. He's a lot more proficient at that than I am. I'm really just playing the deck and giving you my thoughts on it. But that's about it. Let's try and figure this deck out and see where we go. It's not a great hand to begin with. Luckily we have Sofendi to put a little spin on that. So let's just do that. See if we get something a little bit better. Still not great, but that's okay. I'm just gonna hit the face and pass turn because we don't want to heal anything on this turn. Let's get some stats on the board here. On the face again. So we're probably dealing with a triple blood control deck here. Which is fine. This should be one of the decks that we are perfectly capable of putting a wrench into that plan. Gonna make huge minions here, but let's take a condemn. Condemn is something we no, we're not running condemn. No, it might be useful. Let's just clear this one up and pass the turn. Just going for this discover option as well. Could do here. Get that up. And let's discover. Let's get Shadowwood Ruin. There could come some big stuff out of the Death Knight. And let's just kill the poison minion and then hit face for 5. Ooh, here's a really good card against a Blood Decay. The Mitre. Really good top deck. See what he's looking at. It checks Cyrella. I'm gonna be really sad, but that's as far as I can tell, a pretty integral part of our game plan. Here went with our Gift of the Narrow for a bit of healing a card draw, which is a bit unfortunate. Question is, do I want to clear up this filter? Okay, that's a concede. I'm not sure if I'm going to include this, but maybe I am. Maybe it's just as an introduction. But let's jump into game 2. Hopefully we can get a match where we get a bit more sense of what this deck can actually do. We're going to get a Death Knight again. Is this gonna be a control blood DK? Most likely, but we'll figure that out as we go. I think I'll keep the Shadow Word Ruin just in case. Trade the shard away. Like, this is the key card for our deck, the Plague Spreader. Essentially, when it dies, it transforms a minion in his hand into a Plague Spreader, and he in turn can turn one of ours into a Plague Spreader. And essentially, we're gonna just turn all his good cards into Plague Spreaders. Essentially, is what the plan is. And we can double all those death battles with Cyrella, etc. Forcing him to basically looting all his good cards. Stuff like Morgraine, Patchwork, Filter, Bran. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. And I think we might as well just try and coin it out on the next turn. Get that disruption going. Let's keep the coin just tempo here. Ooh, and our Basilisk, and for a little bit of resurrection. Let's get another. So basically, we want to use this a turn after they just cleared a very big board of ours. And you could also use it, like, let's say they just kill off our Plague Spreader this turn. We could go for Basilisk and just resurrect it on the next turn for a bit of tempo play and more disruption. But since they didn't kill it, I'm not going for that. Question then becomes, what is the play here? We could coin out the Light Shower Elemental. Let's do that actually. Which is another good death rattle to get on the board to trigger to put that in the Cyrella pool as well. It seems like it went off. So now that the undead died, we can go for grave digging. Over camp. And let's just play for some disruption here and get Basilisk out. Shower going. Get some healing. Okay, let's see what he's gonna get. Got an egg and the plague spreader. Which, to be fair, is a bit unfortunate, but still something we can work with. Let's go with a blast. We can do some tricky plays here. Let's go with Bless and Basilisk. And discover. Let's go with a Light Burns. Hit face for 7. That's fine, forcing him to use removal. Let's just get the Behemoth out as a bit of a tempo play. Hit face as we kill out the patchwork and put us back to 4. And we still have a lot of clear potential in our hand. The Lighted Burns, we can heal with Gift of the Naru, and clear with Cyrella along with the hero power. Share with Ruin as well for clearing a lot of big stuff. Next turn we're most likely going for Cathedral, get some card draw, and go from there. Okay. Seems that plan is out of the way, so let's just try and get some more card draw. Get some minions out. That works. Okay. Let's see what he's gonna come up with. He's got 2 Nagalings that he can potentially both double Battle Cry with Bran. So double Plague Strike, that's gonna kill a Howl minion off, unfortunately. Okay, so this is a turn where I wish I would have kept Gift of the Narrow. So just gonna heal for 4. Gonna heal him for 4 should actually be enough. Clear up the board. Search the amulet. Search the shard. Get the egg out. Chose not to use that on the last turn. Dolphin Impact, that would have been really good. Okay. I'm a little surprised by that. So let's trade our amulet. Let's get our second plague spreader. And trade the amulet. And just a set face. Yeah. Definitely trying to clear up our egg, which is fine. It's gonna leave a 3/3 on board. He's gonna clear with his blade, his weapon. Still gonna take 3 from it. We still have our plague spreader. So this is a pretty good amulet at this point. So let's just pop that out. And just heal up. So all of a sudden we have a fairly big board that he needs to concern himself with. Baron Geddon. That's the first time I've seen that in the Death Knight deck. That's fine. We can easily deal with that. So let's just... Oh, that was dumb. Let's get Baron Geddon out. Trade our medallion in. Stormpike Gate Station is fine. And we can draw again with the Cathedral. Can face, and let's just heal our big minion. and there's the win. So, boards, disruption, forcing him to use cards he would rather want to keep because of the plague spreaders. It works, actually it works really well. And I'm not usually a big priest player, but this deck is quite enjoyable so far. So, let's just continue into game 3. So far we've been pulling a lot of Death Knights, so let's see what we get. Ideally this deck is built around dealing with the Miracle Concoction Rogues. That's a lot of around on the ladder. Like if you saw the video yesterday when we play on Holy Death Knight, that was a lot of rogues. And this deck really bullies them a lot. I'm not sure how we match up against a druid. If it's an aggro druid, I could imagine we're gonna play it very well. Against a ram druid, which this is most likely is, I have no idea how we're gonna match up. But potentially our plague spreaders and disruption that way could mess up with some of their game plan as well, because Ram Druid likes to keep their big minions in hand, like Enubrakan, Denathrius, that sort of thing. Tobio as well. So, there's a potential for disruption. Coin into Wygrove. Fairly natural ramp move on turn 2, turn 3. I'm gonna float a mana here, but that's fine. I want some more card draw. Oh, actually or not, because we can trade that. Right, phase 5. It's gonna use up 2 minions to clear our 5/5. Pretty good value for Renovable. And then we can get our Spirit Guard out. Okay, so there's Tobio. And Might as a top deck is really good. Let's buff up Spirit Guide and hit the face. So for next turn we have several options we can go with. We can go with Light Shower. We can dig into the deck with the Thrive in the Shadows. We can draw with Cathedral. We have a few options we can go into, but it kind of depends on what their play is. If we end up drawing with Spirit Guide because they kill it, then we might not want to draw with Cathedral, because then we're gonna overdraw. But let's see what they have in store for us here. Fairly simple clear. So I'm just gonna clear up our miter. And we draw the shard straight off the bat. And well, let's just get that one out of the way. Don't want to bother, to be fair. And let's just trade these. Yeah, seems like a good turn. While top deck was really lucky. They used a lot of resources to get that out of the way. Now it's back essentially. Bone caller. Seems like a good call. And let's just discover with a skull pit. Oh, this might is fairly good. Let's clear that. And let's just buff that up and draw again. Gives our spirit guide back. So here I would really like to see if we can find a shard. There's Sarella, that's really good. Fair light bomb works as well. Just get it up very nicely. And let's get a cathedral out. I'm not gonna draw with it, since that's gonna make us overdraw. We might still do that if they kill off the spirit guide. Drawing through the deck really quickly. Oh, those are bad burns. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's get these cards down. Call of the Grave is not bad. Oh, good. Bad. Let's draw again. That's a shot. Probably looking for that guff, I could imagine. So we have Mida back. Oh, since they have our plague spreader now. Let's see what we do here. think the safe play is to hit the face. And this just whirlpool it. That way Plague Spreader doesn't go off. Let's trade our shot. Gain armor. Okay, that's a mess with him a little bit here. And let's play the light bomb. This way the Plague Spreader goes off in his hand. There's his Goth. Gonna light barn down and draw again, and we can just heal and pass the turn. Okay. Let's see, how much can we heal for? Well, we can heal for 8. Oh, it's gonna look a little bit weird. Gonna heal him. Desperate Prayer. So now I get into a Plague Spreader, which is perfectly fine. We're gonna hit Fate. Clear out his board. Check. Oh yeah, that will destroy our own as well. So we're heading into fatigue most likely, and we have a big card advantage on that one. So, but he also has a lot of armor to deal with. So it's gonna be alive before fatigue really starts to kick in. get a plague spread out. I'll draw again. That's a fairly big mutinous. I really hope he doesn't take our Sarella here, which is exactly what he did. And he also took our Shadow White Ruin. Oh, we can do this. I think we'll clean the scenes, draw 2. And clear off the anorexia. Give him a lot more armor. It's gonna give him a saving. And the plague spread that he uses, well, he's kind of turning our own game plan on us, but that's fine. So what we could do here is just clear out the board using same tactic that he used and just heal up. So we're definitely heading into fatigue. So he has what he has in hand now, and that's it. So the more card he uses, the more trouble he could potentially be in. Let's get double plague spread out. Let's just innovate. And here for 2. And his fatigue starting to kick in. Okay, if he's been sitting on a Donarius or something for now, it's definitely gonna get plague spread. Yep, he is prepping for the fatigue. Mida is unfortunate. So I'm essentially just going to remove the board here. If he has another Devour in hand, which he did, that's going to get removed. And then I'm going to trade in the amulet. Let's trade again. Get the amulet back again, so we can trade it back next turn. Let's trade that. Trade again. Give me a smiter back. Trade the amulet in. Do all this. Let's create a fairly big board. And kill off that plague spreader, which is going to have absolutely no effect. And we have a fairly large board, and he's starting to take fatigue damage, so he needs to have something really big in hand. So I don't think this Arella hero power is going to carry him through this. And here's fatigue starting to kick in. It's gonna just heal up. That fatigue game is on our side now. If he doesn't have anything to clear out what we have. I think we're just gonna clear out his plague spreader. Keep taking fatigue damage, but that's fine. Because he's going to take more, plus we can still use our minions to hit him. He can essentially just hero power and hope he gets that. I don't think it is enough. Since we can just heal up. It's going to take 8. Which means he's going to be dead next turn. He can put damage on us, it's not going to be enough. So this game is exactly, is a win by this point. As you can see for good measure, and here we go. So yeah, that's game 3, and that's a game. It was a very long game. It's been a while since I have a game in fatigue. But my thoughts on this deck is that it's very fun. You can really screw your opponents, forcing them into making all kinds of weird decisions because they're forced to because of the plague spreaders. You can sustain it through a lot with the self-healing, the Mida, the light showers, etc. It has really good potential. And as I said, if you don't like playing against Concoction Rogue, this is the deck to make sure you don't lose to that. So all in all, I think it's a good deck. As I said, if you want a very detailed guide on it, go to No Hands Gamer's YouTube channel. He has a really good guide on how to mulligan, what to keep, and how to play it with actual gameplay and how it works out in practice. So I would advise going to see that if you want to play this deck efficiently. For me, I'm definitely going to play more of it. If I'm not going to play it for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow I'm going to bring you something different, of course. Showing another deck that could be used in the meta and give you my thoughts on it. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, be good to each other. And goodbye.